The Dockers, Mike, were they vindicated for their very controversial rest policy?
Well, they won and they're still alive. Look, I don't know if there's vindication in 1 week or not, or whether you... I think we're all agreed that Mark Harvey's responsibility is to prepare this team as best he can for the finals.
If he hadn't have won, he would have been slammed from pillar to post.
Yeah.
And I think he's totally vindicated, and he's got the right to say, well, I'm going to coach the way I want to coach. Don't you try and tell me.
There would have been a lot of journos writing columns over in the West and probably around the country vindicating their own position had he gone down and got belted.
I don't think he got vilified for that. I don't think
absolutely he got vilified.
By whom?
By plenty of people.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way. I thought there was a lot of defence for his rationale. What do you make of this, though, that Carlton kicked 6-3 to Freo's 2-4 in the last quarter? Does that mean anything?
Well, probably vindicates the reason he let people go. I mean, they were tired, they needed a rest, and imagine what would have happened if he didn't rest them, Mike.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll never know.
7-5 or 7-4, Carlton.
Would they?
Might have been a different story.
Sandilands again looms as a major force in this game, and it's a big challenge for the Blues ruckman.
For the Hawks ruckman.
For the Hawks ruckman, I should say.
Look, he's the biggest and probably the most influential player in the comp.
Yep.
When he's
certainly the biggest.
Form. Yeah. I mean, he's a really formidable figure, isn't he?
Totally formidable, and I think it's the X factor that Fremantle have got. That when he's on form, putting it down blokes' throats and dominating and giving space and making sure Pavlich is in the play. That between Pavlich and Sandilands, if they have great games, then they're pretty much unstoppable for him.
The most interesting element of that game for me was seeing Stephen Hill line up on Chris Judd. Now, he's struggled with tags in recent times, and he'll be tagged. Chance Bateman will probably go to him. He may go to Sam Mitchell or someone of that ilk.
He
was on fire once he let go, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He got a lot more room than he should have, didn't he?
Well, he worked into some space, And if you're up against a Judd and you can break the line and break a tag, then all of a sudden you do get space. He's one of these rare beasts that can be best on ground with 20 possessions in an era where you can get 40.
You see him there when he was striding out looking like he was at full pace, and he still found a yard when he had to?
Yeah, it was like a gazelle, wasn't he? It was absolutely sensational. But interesting one for me is to watch Stephen Hill there is just the Pavlich situation at the moment and the fact that he hasn't signed. What do you make of that?
I make of it a missed opportunity. I think Pav probably knows what he's going to get from Freo, and we're told that Collingwood are into him in a big way. We're told that the Gold Coast are into him, and just asking the question. But there's a missed opportunity for me for him to, I guess, build some momentum going into this week of finals. Now, he may say, that's not my responsibility. He may be right, but there is an option for him to do that.
It does. It just leaves it open to speculation, doesn't it? Now, I couldn't believe he'd go to the Gold Coast. He's done all the hard yards at Freo. Why would you sort of go somewhere else where they're going to be at least 3 or 4 years before they're a good team?
History says he does his contracts after the season, I think, so he's entitled to say...
But history says that the Dockers don't have options and opportunities like this one very often. You also got Mundy, who's out of contract, and Tarrant. Now, if they lose 2 out of the 3, then the Harvey plan probably goes asunder. But if Pavlich can sign and lead the way, then they may keep all 3.
It's certainly not the time to be jumping off Freo, is it, if you're a player?
Definitely not.
I mean, they're right on the cusp,
time we go through a couple more players coming through and away they go.